Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to show some basic Excel skill such as mean function, max function, sum, average, countif s. So in my worksheet now I have a purchase order transaction data. So we have order date, customer, order number, item detail, unit price, quantity, order amount, AP terms in days, and arrival date. So here, if you can see, customer, we have a company, which is, this is a supplier company. This is the item detail that supplier supply to our company. And this is the order number and unit price in ringgit, and quantity and the order amount. Right, order amount is basically the multiplication of unit price and quantity, right? And term of days, AP term days, and arrival date. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use minimum function. So minimum quantity, let's say we want to find a minimum quantity. So we just use absolute value, absolute reference, right? The reference function, and then we just type minimum, min, and bracket. Let's say I want to find a minimum quantity ordered, so I just type min, bracket, and I select the cell that to be calculated. So this is going to be 100. So this is 100 is our minimum quantity. So let's say I want to find maximum quantity. So it's the same function, just instead of typing min, so I just type max and select the quantity range, right? So I will get the maximum quantity ordered. So the maximum quantity ordered is 25,000. If you look at the cell, if you look at the column, so you can see 25 is the largest number, right? Next, if I want to find the total amount is this one. So if you want to find the total amount, so we're going to use sum function, sum function. So bracket and select the range of total order amount and close the bracket. So then we will get the total amount, total order amount, right? So if you want to find total, then we can use sum function. If you want to find maximum value, we just use max function. Minimum value, min function, right? So let's say we want to find average or the mean of AP terms. AP term in column H. So to find average, we just simply equal average, and we open bracket and we select the range of AP terms, and we close the bracket. Average H4 until H16, right? And hit enter. So the average term is 31 days, right? So next, number of purchase order received. Purchase order received in order number. So we want to know how many order that we already received. So we need to count. So if you want to count how many order that we receive, first there are several methods lah. Either you can select every rows for this column and look at the bottom end of this Excel. You can see there are 13 order. So otherwise we can use formula to just equal count, open bracket, and select C4 until C16, right? And close the bracket. Then we will get 13. So number of purchase order received means that we want to know how many purchase order received, Okay, so let's say for the next thing that we want to know is number of order by superpower audio. Superpower audio is this one, is can be obtained from customer name, right? So if you can count, if we have a small data, we can count how many superpower audio, 1 2 3 4 5, right? If you have a large data, it's nearly impossible to count the number of superpower audio. So what we can do from using Excel is by using countif function. So if you use countif function, you type countif function, you can see the description of countif is counts the number of cell within a range that meet the given condition. So you open the bracket, you can see the requirement is range and comma criteria. So we need to select the range from B4 until B16. So this is the range that we want to find superpower audio. So we put comma and double bracket, and we type superpower audio and close the double bracket and double comma and close the bracket, right? So then it will count superpower audio. We have 5 customer name as superpower audio. So if you can count manually, so we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. So if you have a large data, this function should be very useful, right? Let's say try to do another one. Let's say number of order for Scotty rectifier. Number of order for Scotty rectifier. So if you look at Scotty rectifier is under item details. So under item details, we have not only Scotty rectifier, we have shield, cable, meter, decoder IC, and so on lah. So now we want to count how many Scotty rectifier in item detail. So same method as number of order by superpower audio, we use reference count if, open bracket, we select the range item detail, alright, comma, open bracket, and then we type in Scotty rectifier, and make sure you type in properly, otherwise we cannot find the value. So if you can see, Excel will return 2 result, Scotty rectifier, so we only have 2. So now let's say we want to find number of AP term more than 30 days. So we have number of AP terms, right? So let's say we want to find more than 30 days. If you count manually, we have found one order have AP term more than 30 days. So if you have a lot of data, so it's very tiring or costly, you're making take times lah to count, right? So by using Excel, you can use count if function, and we select the range of AP terms, and we put comma and bracket, double bracket, and more than 30 days, right? Close the bracket, and Excel will find the value. I will count for you lah. So if you can see here, there only one customer have AP term more than 30 days, right? So last is if you want to find number of Scotty rectifier order by Sonic 9 Baht. So let's say we have a lot of customer who order the same items, right? We can sort it by using count if s. So count if s, the description is count the number of cells specified by given set of condition or criteria. So first we need to tell the Excel where is the location to find. So this is the location from D4 until D16, right? And then we want to Excel to find the name that we want to find, which is countif rectifier. And then range number 2, criteria range number 2 means that we want Excel to sort based on sound sendirian berhad. Sonic sendirian berhad. Right, so if you can see here, a countif rectifier has been ordered from sound sendirian berhad and sonic sendirian berhad. So we want Excel to find sonic sendirian berhad, so we select the range from customer and putting our condition number 2, which is sonic sendirian berhad, and we close the bracket. So Excel will find only one item, countif rectifier, has been ordered by sonic sendirian berhad. So now let's look at the show formula. So this is how we use or utilize the function to find or to manipulate our data, right? I think that's all. We already look into minimum function, maximum, summation, average, count, countif, and countifs. So I think that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.